Prisons across the UK are under pressure. Chronic overcrowding and rising mental health issues inside are a growing crisis. But some prisoners who thought they have left all this behind still face a life sentence. Sean Lloyd was put into prison in 2006 for street robbery. He was given an IPP sentence, which turned his 2.5 years into a 10-year ordeal.
2.5 years went by and Sean wasn't coming home. And then Sean phoned me up to tell me that he was sentenced to a life sentence through the back door. He was learning this while he was inside. So I researched the indeterminate sentence for the protection of the public and realised, yeah, it's a life sentence through the back door. I've got to do something here. I cannot let him keep my son. So many people got the sentence dished out to them like candy, and that's when the government realised they had to abolish it in 2012. They never abolished it retrospectively. And I went on to campaign to get Sean free from prison, and eventually in 2014 we got Sean out. This IPP sentence is still hanging over his shoulders. He's on a life licence for the rest of his life, and he can be recalled for the least little thing. At the moment, Sean is suffering from a bit of depression. He's afraid there's going to be a knock at the door and they're going to come and take him back to prison away from his family. He's prisoned out and he can't do no more prison, and he said if he goes back to prison again, he would contemplate taking his own life because of the not knowing and the never knowing if he would get out again. Because the suicide rate is very high among IPP prisoners. The self-harm is even higher because they got no hope, no light at the end of the tunnel. You know, they just don't see no way out, and some have spent more than a decade in prison for having committed a minor crime. There's just no way out for him.
Shirley's petition online is being sent to Justice Minister David Lidington. Let my son rebuild his life, abolish the IPP off him, has gotten almost 3,000 signatures in just over a week, and Shirley is overwhelmed by the support.
That brings tears to my eyes, knowing that I got support out there, not just me. People want out. I want this licence off my son. I can't cope with it no more. He can't cope with it. And I'm sort of looking to the future now. This licence has got to go. We can't live like that. You know, where you're thinking, God, is this still going to be hanging around in 10, 20, 30 years' time? It's just not right. It's inhumane. It's unfair.
The Ministry of Justice has said they are determined to address the challenge of making sure all IPP prisoners have the support they need to show they are no longer a threat to public safety. The work is continuing to achieve results, with 576 IPP releases in 2016. But out of the number of people released on these IPP sentences, Shirley says majority have been recalled and sent back inside for minor offences. Sean will have been out of prison for 4 years come January, and Shirley hopes her campaign to lift his IPP will set him free and be an example for others still on this life sentence. Rosalie Miller, Made in Cardiff.